If you want to know what the top 5 games are for 2019, then stay tuned.
I never used the Lord's name in vain, but goddamn, the way you look at me made me want to change my plan.
So the first game on the list is Dauntless. This just released on both PS4 and Xbox recently, and it's been in beta on PC for a while now, and I believe it's on full release now on PC. Anyways, the game is like Monster Hunter, but a bit toned down and a little bit different. The boss fights, or the hunts I should call them, are less time consuming, no longer than 30 minutes, but still 30 minutes is really pushing it for any hunt in this game. Also, the graphics are more cartoony compared to Monster Hunter. I know I keep comparing it, but it is a monster hunting game, and it's pretty fun. There's a ton of monsters you could hunt, a lot of gear you could craft, a lot of armor, weapons, and all that cool stuff. Also, the skills are ran by something called cells, and cells in this game will give you more abilities, more power behind your hits, or just do different random things. Like if you break a behemoth part, you will gain more health. But yeah, this game is a ton of fun to play. I've been playing it since release and I haven't put it down since. If you like fighting games, Brawlhalla might be your thing. Brawlhalla is like Super Smash Bros, but a little bit different. Each character has weapons, and each character has their own 2 weapon types, and on the map, every few seconds or so a weapon will drop and you can fight other players to get that weapon. But anyway, the game is very competitive based, so if you are very competitive, then Brawlhalla might be a really good game for you, especially if you like destroying other players. It's epic. It's a great feeling when you win and then you gain your competitive rank and make it go up. It's awesome. This game I like to play a lot, especially when I have that competitive itch for a fighting game. Brawlhalla is my go-to, and what can I say, it's a free-to-play game, and I heavily suggest you try it out if you haven't. The next game on the list is Minion Masters. In this game, you engage in epic 1v1s or 2v2 battles. In a fast-paced strategic minion brawler that's easy to pick up but hard to master, in Minion Masters there are many different masters with unique hero abilities, and you collect awesome minions ranging from fierce demons, cute little creatures, devastating spells, and much more. Utilize your minions to destroy the enemy master. When a minion has been summoned, they can no longer be controlled, so place them wisely to win. This game is a lot like Hearthstone, and it's a little bit different as well. There is deck building, but there's also masters, and each masters have their own little perks. They have their pros and their cons. There's a bunch of different game modes as well, like 1v1s, 2v2s, 1v1 drafts, and solo challenges where you play alone and you hone your skills by practicing against AI masters. So the game is really cool and really fun to play. I've been hooked. I've been playing this whenever I don't feel like playing my typical games, and it's really easy to get into, but there's also a huge skill curve. Just a warning, the game can see a little bit pay to win at times, especially if you find that one player that has all the great cards and minions. It's just it's not a good feeling, but if you could look past that, then this game is definitely worth trying out. For this next game on the list, experience epic naval action in World of Warships Legends, a global multiplayer free-to-play online game where you can master the seas and history's greatest warships, recruit legendary commanders, upgrade your vessels, and stake your claim to naval supremacy with or against players around the world. This game is pretty awesome, and it's made by the same people who created and developed World of Tanks, so expect a lot of developer support on the game going into this. There's also a free pack called Naval Warrior Edition, and it gives you a few days of premium in the game. Also a bunch of bonuses as well, and did I already mention it's free? You should definitely check this game out. There's a ton of free bonus DLC. Last but not least, we have Realm Royale, and in this game you get to be the last champion standing and choose a class, unlock deadly weapons and powerful abilities for your own champion. explore fantasy worlds from horseback, and craft some game-changing legendary gear. This game, kind of like Fortnite, but with a fantasy sci-fi twist. It's not so much based around magic, but more like swords and bow and arrows. It's pretty cool. It's a different approach to Battle Royale. Like most games nowadays, there's a Battle Pass or Season Pass, whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of cool loot you could get from it. There's a lot of cosmetic packs that the developers put out there about every month. It's pretty cool. You get mounts like I mentioned earlier, so you don't have to be stuck running around like in most battle royales. You get a horse. You could use cosmetics for the horse too, not just for your own champion. The game is pretty cool. I definitely paid for early access on this game when I first found out it was coming to console, and I didn't regret it. It was pretty fun. It was awesome, and it's definitely a battle royale type of game you should try out. I know I said only 5, but I wanted to throw in a bonus for you guys who are still watching. So we have Cuisine Royale. It's another battle royale game, but I just saw this when I was browsing through the Xbox store a few days ago. I believe it's only out on Xbox right now, but if you're patient, it will be out on PS4 as well. Cuisine Royale is a free-for-all kitchen warfare battle royale game with the most honest system for loot boxes ever. In battles, you get ingredients that are used for crafting new suits, masks, gestures, weapon skins, and other cosmetic items that don't influence your combat effectiveness. So this game is pretty awesome. It's so addicting. I've only been playing it for a couple days, but when you do get your kills, it's satisfying. The guns feel real nice. It's kind of like PUBG, where it's first person as well as third person, but when you're aiming down your sight, even with a knife or an axe, you will automatically put into first person. If you don't like that, then this game might not be for you, but if you don't mind, then it's just something that is pretty cool. You don't have to play the game in third person as well. You could switch to being completely in first person. This game is in not beta mode, but in game preview, which I kind of guess is like beta mode. So they might change a few things around from now to their official release date, but definitely check it out. I just found out about this game recently, and that's why I really wanted to get this out to you guys. If you have been watching all the way up to this point, thank you so much. That's it for the list. Thank you all for clicking on the video and watching and supporting and giving me all those likes. This is my second video, so just bear with me if the quality isn't up to par. My audio should be way higher than it was the last video. I apologize about that. I was having a little some issues on my side of things. I thought it was YouTube. I did some research and figured it all out. Anyway, thanks again for watching. If you want to see more top 5 videos like this one, I could do top 5 worst free-to-play games, because there are some pretty bad ones out there, so I might just consider that. Anyways, see you guys next time. Peace.
With